The Rings of Power. I'm an old Lord of the Rings fan. I used to watch The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, The Return of the King so many times until I knew all the dialogues by heart. I started watching Rings of Power, big expectations. It was so good. So good. The music is phenomenal. The scenery is phenomenal. You think you're in paradise. And the most beautiful are probably the yellow trees where Gil-galad lives at the Elven realms. It's so beautiful and it's so badass. And people are whining that it's woke. People are complaining, crying crocodile tears that Rings of Power somehow has gone woke. I don't agree with that at all. Let's look at it. What does when a movie goes woke mean? It means when movie writers, directors, producers have a clear agenda that they want to politicize a movie, change characters to women or black people or whatever just to suit a political narrative. Now, me as a Lord of the Rings fan, growing up with Lord of the Rings, I did not get any woke vibration whatsoever in this movie. It didn't even occur to me other than I know that people are complaining that this movie is woke. Why is it woke? Because there is a black elf. Why can't black people be actors in a movie? I mean, Arondir, who you saw in that scene, as an actor, he's really elven. He's very proud, tall, beautiful, straight lines, similar to Legolas, just like elves are. He really have an elven vibe. And what more? Is it the queen of the dwarves who is black that they complain over? That's just racism. The queen of the dwarves did a phenomenal job when Elrond went into the mountains and the queen of the dwarves was so hospitable towards him. What more? Is it the queen of Numenor? But the king is white. And the funny thing is that everyone who is complaining over wokeness in this movie, there are plenty of white kings. Gil-galad, who is like the highest elven king, he's a white man. The king of Numenor is a white man. And so on and so forth. Halbrand, who is the king of the Southlanders, is a white man. Elrond, who is a really badass, is a white man. Elendil, who is noble lineage, is a white man. Isildur is in the movie. He's also a white man with darker hair. So what are they complaining about? Is it Galadriel, that she is a warrior woman? But Galadriel is badass. Look at the Fellowship of the Ring. Galadriel actually wields one of the Rings of Power, although those have not really been created yet, because this is in the Second Age. It's before the creation of Mordor. It's before, and a big spoiler, if you don't want any spoilers, stop here. I think that they are going to create Mordor in this first season, because you see many of the signs that they are planning to create Mordor. It's in the southern lands. That's where Mordor is. So Galadriel is a warrior. She is a warrior in this movie. What's the problem? She was a warrior in Fellowship of the Rings, doing this big magic and stuff. Is it that there are queens? I don't understand. And it gets 6.9. I don't understand this rating. I think it should have 8 or 9. I would give it a 10 of 10. I completely went back to the old, world of Tolkien. I started reading Silmarillion again when I watched this movie. It's so beautiful. And I really like Adar. Adar is a phenomenal character. He's like Kylo Ren in Star Wars, the good bad guy, the bad guy with a heart who really believes in the Orcish people, or Uruk, as he calls them. We are also people, we deserve a home. What home is Adar planning to create for his people? Probably Mordor, right? And who is Sauron? Who is Sauron? Is it the little guy, Theo? Is it someone else? Is it Halbrand? And who is the wizard in grey, who's also a white man? Is that Gandalf? He gives me Gandalf the Grey vibes, the wizard who is with the small people. So, the accusations of this movie being woke, when there are many white actors who have king roles like Gil-galad Elendil and the king of Numenor and Halbrand, the king of the south. So many white kings. Why are they complaining that it is woke? Because Galadriel is a woman, and the queen of Numenor is a woman. And Arondir is a black elf, and there is a king of the smaller people who is a black man. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here. This is just racism. And for you Lord of the Rings fans, please watch this. For you Tolkien fans, please watch this series. It's magical. And they have some of the similar cinematic style of the original movies with the heavy cinematic orchestral symphony music, slow motion. It's beautiful, man. And the scenery is off the charts. So people whining that this movie is woke, we cannot conclude that they are anything other than racist and misogynistic.